Hello everybody, StockMasterTalk here doing a stock chart video analysis of our old friend PSID, that's the Positive ID Corporation. Our previous trading day was Tuesday, November 10th. We did see a previous close of 0.0284, and we closed up last at 0.03, so that's a plus 5.63% gain on a volume of just over 4 million shares. Now this is a pretty nice day. We did come up after a little bit of a down there. There was even more potential for some gain there with the lowest share price being 0.027 on Tuesday and a high of 0.031, so there was a good opportunity to make some more money. And going forward, I think we're going to see continued movement upwards and general trend. Everything seems to be shaping up for another good bounce back here. So if you want to start first at our RSI, you'll see it's at 51.94. This is great. We're right there in that buy zone. Now we are coming off of a consolidation. We did come down and bounce off that center line there, showing us that we did consolidate, like I said, but we're still holding on to most of our shares here, so there's still some accumulation going on. And as we move upwards, I'm expecting to see a little bit more growth as everything else seems to be lining up perfectly here. Moving on down to the dailies, you'll see what I was talking about where we came back down. And as you'll notice here, you'll see that our volume was significantly higher as we were going up, and we only saw a little bit of volume as we came down. So now we did see that difference there. That's still accumulation. We're still holding on to a lot of the shares. Just because we lost a little bit there doesn't mean anything. Now we are following our 50-day moving average. You can see we are closed up above it, which is a great sign. We did make a nice recovery. Like I said, that plus 5% is really great to see. So as we did have an increased volume there on that Tuesday, I'd like to see this share price continue to move up. Now, as you'll see, we do have our like I said, our moving averages all crossing over all at once. We are seeing our 26-day EMA falling underneath our 12-day EMA, and as we move forward, I'm expecting to see this, reverse again, and we can keep moving forwards and moving up. So the trends are looking good there on the daily charts. Like I said, we're just seeing some really good recovery. This consolidation is always a good sign. When we move up this fast, we don't want to see it continue up there, because that's going to make for a really hard breakdown. So as we've consolidated and we've gained some strength, we kind of mulled around here for a little bit, gained some stronger investors, and as we accumulate some more shares, I like to see this continue to recover upwards. Now down here on our MACD, you'll see that we did cross right underneath our signal line here, but we are still above the zero line, so we are showing some strength again in the MACD, and I'd like to see us tip back over that signal line here pretty soon. You can see we are right underneath it, and we are kind of tipped up towards it. Moving on down to the tricks, my two favorite indicators here. I do have a long-term and a short-term for us, so we can take a little bit of look here. For something in the range of the PSID, like where we're trading at right now, I think the tricks 15 days is incredibly relevant. Now we are above the signal line here, and this is a lagging indicator, so you'll see that as we're above it, that's a great sign, and as we change directions, that's going to indicate the movement on the chart there. So as you can see, we have slowed down our reversal. I expect to see this tomorrow when the stock opens, to see that lagging indicator catch up and show us that we are changing direction again, which is going to be a strong signal to buy. For a lot of investors at least. Now in the 30-day tricks here, you'll find that we are still moving up consistently, which is great. So long term, we're looking even better. I really love this crossover here, how we crossed over the signal line with the long-term tricks. Everything looks great. Really excited to see where this moves going forward. Now the slow stochastics are making a recovery. As we've seen before, we are trending down on this one. This is a consolidation move. As we see with everything else, the stock price did come down a little bit, and it's starting to recover. We've slowed down, we moved up, moved back down. I like to see this slowly make its way back up. So the CCI also doing something similar, still in a good range, 4.33 above that center line there. Stochastic RSI looking good. We do have our moving average starting to trend down to catch up with that that stock movement that we saw, but we are fully extended down here at 0.148. Love to see this make a recovery. Now the stochastic RSI is incredibly volatile. You see it moves all over the place, so as long as we start moving up, I'm great with that. I think it's going to be a really great sign. So coming on over here to the Chaikin money flow, you'll see that this is going to kind of be our health gauge for how well we're trading here. So before in the past, we haven't seen too much good stuff. Wrong line. You can see in the past we haven't seen a lot of good trading, and we've recently started crossing back over again. And as you'll see here, what I'm trying to say is that we're not underneath it as often as we are before, nor as significantly as before. And as we see, we've already started to change our momentum here. We've already changed our movement. We've started recovering off of that Friday or off of that Tuesday trading. I'd like to see that cross back over into the positive trade there pretty soon. So on the ADX line here, you'll see as well that our positive DI is still above the negative DI. This is indicating that we are in an uptrend. Now, the ADX line itself is 20.55, so it's not the most relevant. I'd like to see it around 25-ish, but right now it's still indicating an uptrend. Now, we better make sure that we have a couple good days of trading here so we can keep that positive DI above the negative DI, but I'm not concerned. Like I said, everything's really shaping up to see a nice bounce here. Good volume has been coming in. I just really love the vibe that I'm getting online. A lot of people are interested. PSID's put out a ton of good news lately. It's just looking good all the way around, and I think it's starting to reflect here on the stock charts. We'll breeze past PVO and MFI here real quick. They're both looking pretty good. Seeing some recovery on PVO. MFI is already still holding strong between that 80-50 is 64.74. I'm just loving the consolidation and how we're still holding on to that strength and that accumulation. We're not diving down. We're not losing everything. Just looks great. Accumulation distribution you see as, like I said, now if we were seeing this moving in the opposite direction, we'd see a significant loss in our accumulation like we did here. Now, we've stayed pretty much steady, and as you can see, we are tipping up again right here. To me, that's a really great sign, and that shares are still being held onto. Unbalanced volume, once again, made a great little recovery right here. We came down, tipped back up, and I think we're going to see some great stuff moving forward for PSID. So keep your ears tuned, keep watching the charts, keep following along. If you have any questions or anything like that, leave them in the comments below. Love to see you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and good luck in the markets tomorrow.